ironically perfect double-edged sword term for what it is. I'm sorry, that's not what it is. A lot of these creators instead I want to dissect how.
It is speaking about.
So, and I know Kuncan is apolitical. I think that's crazy art. He hates America. There is a difference between doing it. That's got to come from somewhere. Is this admin gold? I guess he did with it. We're going to see how long I can literally live through this. To look at
His number of articles that people write about me, and it's awesome and it's great. You know, shouts out the mainstream news.
All right, my name
But I
is
need
Duncan. Change it. Even on the creator class. The disagreement of opinions and the exchange of ideas.
That one wasn't nearly as abrupt as the last time. The last time wasn't on purpose, so let's just get right into it, because I cannot be on here long, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna get on at all, but this kind of took me aback, so. And then all of a sudden I was making a thumbnail, and I was like, well, okay. So about 2 months ago, I guess, what is this, a tweet? An X? What is this? I don't know. He posted this, or is this YouTube? I think this is YouTube. Yeah, this is like YouTube, where you, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so, Kanucan Dastner. So this sounds like something I shouldn't say. It sounds like it's a derogatory word for, I don't know, for something, for some kind of, it sounds like something I can't say, so I'm gonna start calling him Duncan. I don't think that it is his name, but if it is, I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay, so the next video you'll see here, yeah, so this is on YouTube. He says the next video you'll see on his YouTube channel is about redacted Ethan Klein and redacted Hassan Piker. At least he redacted Hassan too. I was like, I'm not used to seeing people redact that one, so it caught me off guard. Okay, and then just because usually when people are redacting names, it's that side of things. And what modern creator discourse looks like, which means God, he's so self-righteous, which means it'll take a few weeks to make. Bro, you should have taken way more than a few weeks, dude. This shit is trash. I don't want to be associated with the topics, to seem trivial. Meaning this requires a lot of care and depth on my end, which you did not give, my man. You didn't do that, and I feel like you've done that in the past. You did it with Creator Clash 2, of all things. And you were even like, this is a bad video, I'm sorry. In that video was way better than whatever this trash is, and we'll go over it, but oh my god, it's in my throat. Yeah, this is just bad. It's like it's very poorly researched. You clearly don't know anything about what you're talking about. You're very biased also, clearly, and speaking as like, it sounds like you've been trapped in a snark echo chamber. Like, for I don't know how long you've been in there, dude. You need to get the hell out, though, because you are going to turn into Mike from PA. Mark my words. Kanucan Dastner is the new Kanaska Dallas is the new Mike from PA. So Kanaska from Dallas. Okay, I really need to get going with this shit. I don't want to be associated with topics to seem viral, meaning this requires a lot of care and depth on my end. So please hang tight, and I will try to make it worth the wait. Pray for me. See, he says pray for me like he didn't, like, dare Ethan to sue him, which is just crazy to me. Because it's not like... So what he's trying to do is, he's martyring himself, which for one gives him clout and attention and praise from the other side of things. And also, if he's martyring himself, then it makes it seem like what he's doing is for a good cause, and he is fighting an evil monster, which is, see, if I am, he's retaliating against me because I've completely got off the rails and actually called him a Zionist. It's pretty crazy. Leaves out so much. Is so biased. We'll get into it. I just... God, it's so crazy. Okay.
In the clips.
I don't think that's...
Mr. the Oreo, that was very loud. Sir the Oreo.
Care as much as you feigned everybody else, 100%.
He is speaking about.
So, and I don't think Hassan is apolitical. I think that's crazy to argue. He hates America. That's got to come from somewhere. So this is Asmongold, I guess, engaging with it.
I have a tremendous...
We're gonna see.
Don't care about
that.
But obviously, in the normal...
Nick says something like, this is, and also I want to keep in mind that this came out after Knuckles said he was gonna post that video, or so he made that post 2 months ago, and this Hassan bitching and moaning came out recently, July 10th, so.
Sphere. In the normie sphere, like, I go outside all the time.
Dude, Hassan Piker touched my normal sphere, dude.
Nick says something like, he just kind of like puts it like put right on the head, like, because Hassan is like, he's very upset that nobody's in his corner. He's like, he doesn't understand, like, because he thinks it's just because he covers like political topics that it makes him like. It's just so stupid. Because no, dude, that's well, I mean, yeah, what you cover is great. It's the context of which you cover it is why nobody wants to fuck with you, dude. It's okay. But yeah, he's very confused as to why nobody is defending him and why he, like on YouTube especially, I'm sure he gets plenty of love on Twitch. Stay on your home base, Haas. I called him Haas. What is...
Dude, don't touch my normal sphere.
It's amazing. Like, there are no issues, you know? There are no issues.
Yeah, isn't it crazy that like the gaming YouTubers that you're like destroying their platform right now in real time don't have as much like drama or anything that can make advertisers run away? It's because that Twitch has abandoned creators like Valkyrae, has abandoned creators like Pokemon. Maybe not so much. Pokemon's been getting involved in more politics, but like Ninja. They've abandoned those creators in favor of guys who are platforming fucking terrorism. And we've gone over this a million times. But the solution is simple. If they just slap you guys on the wrists and give you 24-hour bans every so often, then you don't... Like, then this wouldn't be a thing anymore. If Hassan Piker got a 24-hour for platforming fucking Timothy Houthi Charlemagne or whatever, he wouldn't have brought him on again. He would have said, oh, Twitch is...
Anyway. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know about that, to be honest.
He's going to let me do that. He would have played the... He wouldn't have bit the hand that fed them. They're
I think he has caught, I mean, not for any of, like, the terrorist stuff, I don't believe, but he has caught, like, very short bans, and it's, like, for nothing but show. It means absolutely nothing. They are just doing it because people were like, you know you're not abiding by TOS, right? And they were like, fuck. Dan Clancy was like, fuck. No, man, I don't want to sell my boy. Fuck. That's what he said. Just like that. Okay.
2 hasn't even happened yet, and there's already fighting. And not the ones...
Oh, I wanted to show how this starts. It's just... It's a lot of lead up for a whole lot of nothing, for one. And for 2, it's also not that... It's...
Creator clash. Risky experience.
Oh, this is not the video. This video is better. Trashing the wrong video. This is in canonical order. I'm fucking tired. Let's get through this shit.
It pulled off one of the biggest events of YouTube history. Creator Clash 2 hasn't even happened yet, and there's already fighting. And not the ones you're paying for.
See,
Now, if you don't recognize
already, this is very, like, it's set up much better, even though he's just sitting with his phone. You know, I don't know. It seems much more researched, too. Like, he knows more about what he's talking about. And even somewhere in here, he comes back in. That's probably, we'll just watch that. We'll watch a little bit of, like, him explaining his take.
So that probably led to the fighting. But still, all of this fighting between big creators and then just
This is a strange angle. I'm not gonna hate, though. I'm not gonna hate on the angle. It's just,
normal users.
I need to move on.
And it all seems to follow back towards this woman, Anissa. I want to look into that, because when that happens, there is something going on. Probably not something good, but it's worth looking into.
Interesting stuff. In the meantime,
Today's video is
interesting
towards this woman, Anissa. But still, all of this fighting between big creators and then just normal users. Fans girl. And I've heard people say that this era that has not ended, to be fair. And so all of these rage bait edgelords were super mad that their favorite YouTuber was now dating an OnlyFans girl. And I've heard people say that this is the exact moment that Ian decided to remove himself from this persona because he saw what type of audience he was growing and decided he wanted to mature beyond it. So what Anissa gets is...
Oh man, I wish I had that clip. Oh, that'd be such a good clip right now. Where, so if you guys haven't seen it, and I could try to find the full thing. Well, here, it'll be easy enough to just find it like this, actually. It's worth it, I'm gonna do it. It's worth it, I'm not gonna describe it to you, I'm just gonna show you. Well, and I'm sure if you watch H3, you've seen it, but it's a good time. It's a good time, and I want to watch it. So, and then we'll move on very quickly, I promise. I'm probably going to put everything on 2x from, like, here on out, because maybe not 2x. 2x is way too fast. We'll figure it out. Okay.
Drinking clear tequila. Give me a break, dude. What is this shit?
Yeah, well, I agree. That's why you got to be skeptical of these.
I don't like ChatGPT. Anyway, let's watch this.
ChatGPT is a snarker.
For real, though.
Confirmed.
Anyway, here is an excerpt from their, I believe this is their Patreon podcast. Is that right? Can you find where this is? I believe they have about 300 people watching this, maybe less, frankly. And
Are you just saying that to be mean, or do you?
No, I'm being genuine.
No.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. Now, first of all, I would never say this about anyone else. I wouldn't, because
okay,
I just,
hold on.
a comedy of errors. Enough with that. So this is hilarious to me.
Ethan
They're broke.
was dumping as per usual.
It's not pertinent to why I brought this up.
Let me show you what dumping is. Let me reopen this.
But they are broke, and that is hilarious. But that's not why I brought this clip up.
Dope.
So, okay, sorry, there's 600 people watching this. Potential. I'll just point that out.
Okay.
But everyone else, their smile is beautiful, and you should never make fun of someone's laugh or smile because it's so intimate.
Really? Those are words you live by?
For the most part, yeah. Except for her.
That's sweet.
The downfall of hubris.
The downfall of hubris, okay.
You know?
For a third or fourth week in a row.
Excuse me. She's
So he just said that they've been in their basement for like a month.
coping is what it is. She's trying to act like she doesn't care about it, and she cares.
For a third or fourth.
But let me go back.
Four.
Yeah,
There's going to be a lot of pausing.
You're pausing a lot.
There's going to be a lot of
About
pausing. I'm taking a lot of joy in this.
Okay.
So basically, are they poor?
Yes.
I think so.
I think they are.
But he's saying it in a way where it's like, I'm just joking or not.
Let's
You'll
do
know.
some math. They don't work.
They don't work.
The creator clash disaster aside, these two people don't work.
Yeah.
And whatever that, just the one plugged in mechanism with the wire showing. Guys, at least try for your paying members.
They look like this room that we set up.
You know what's funny though? I just remembered.
They're in a deprivation room.
Yeah, they're.
My Canadian viewers are struggling.
And then their video just goes out. This is part of their production.
God, they're just so bad at everything. I wonder if this is bait, because this is just so rough. Like, I wonder if they're trying to, like, bait Ethan or something. I mean, it's stupid, because, like, what is this gonna do? What are you trying to bait? I don't know. Because this is, I mean, it's just so extreme. It's like...
I thought we'd be able to...
It's like feeding into everything that Ethan's been saying. I don't know. It's just... Either Ethan's psychic, which I could see, because also it's like not that hard to predict. I mean, it's clear that these two are going to probably get a divorce, I would say, and you know everything that he said is reasonable. But I'm just saying, it seems like they're like very fastly like playing right into like what he's saying. I don't know. It's just crazy.
Get out of here by now. In Canada, let me know.
Yeah.
My Canadian viewers are...
If they are trying to bait him, it's stupid, and they're not. It's not going to do anything. So, other than make them look dumb and confirm for a lot of people that like what they thought was correct. So,
struggling.
Okay, so
weird.
No, the reason it's doing that is because this cable is very sensitive.
Oh, so the cable like
yeah. It just takes one of the dumb dogs. Fucking
dumb dog.
Ian, would you say this is what podcasting is? I don't know what you call that.
You call that? It's behind a paywall too.
Yeah, what the hell, dude?
The Arsenal's coming back though.
Just to be clear, this wasn't live?
okay. So that is what I wanted to bring up. Is that this was like recently, and there Anissa is saying the Arsenal's coming back though.
Maybe you would understand why that would be. Nope. Are we sure? This is me asking. This is not me trying to
I don't know.
And this is what it looks like?
Yes, I'm pretty
do
sure.
people do live on... Is it Patreon? What is it?
Yeah, can you do live on...
Do people even do live on Patreon?
I think on Patreon...
No,
anyway, they've grown so much. Defending the comeback of the Arsenal. They've just grown. Man, they're such good people now. What were you saying, Canuckster?
It's just thousands of people slut-shaming her, insulting her, most likely death threats over who she decided to date. And that's been happening nonstop since. A lot of people have insulted Anissa. It's common to see. It's not surprising
God, he talks
when it
so
happens.
slow.
It's
That
just
is
a very unfortunate
one point. God, he talks
fact
so slow.
that has somehow been cemented into this base of YouTube viewers. Again, I do not know much about Anissa, but the fact that Creator Clash was her and Ian's idea.
That is a normal person talking. I can't get over that. No wonder it felt like it was dragging. He talks so fucking slow. He talks so slow.
Is a really good sign that she's probably a good person.
That's so crazy. I'm sorry, that's blowing my mind. What does he sound like it too?
And I know right now there's this entire separate debate on iDubbbz and his rehabilitation. Like, is he better now? Does he...
I can't understand everybody saying. Let's crank this shit up, dude. Is that the highest it goes? Holy shit. That's so funny.
regret what he
My
did
man is like Eeyore or something.
all these years ago. My little weigh in on that is it's not my place to forgive him for insulting other people. So if he's making steps to be better, that's good, but it doesn't exist in a vacuum. What I'm saying is, Anissa seems nice. Ian seems nice. They created Creative Clash, good. The guy insulting her, bad, because by...
So, anyway. He did put this absolute banger in this video, so...
Weirder the more I look into it. I'm gonna go shower because holy shit, I look bad.
It all got out of control. His mom said I had brain damage because she didn't like my jokes. His mom said I had brain damage because she didn't like my jokes. What's a man gotta do to sell some tickets for a fight when it all all go straight to charity to help some people's lives.
Why do I know every word to that? Again.
Bad.
And it all got out of control. Then a
Niece's mom said I had brain damage because it didn't hack my dough.
What's a man gotta do?
So good, 'cause she didn't like my jokes. Yeah.
Into
So now that I know that he talks normal at 2 speed, let's just go ahead and mitigate, just nip that in the bud. I recommend anybody that watches, I can't think of another silly name. I'm trying really hard. I don't know. Canuckster's pretty good. I don't know. I'll think of one. Canuckster for now, though.
I'm coming
I forgot what I said.
for that I hold responsible. Guess what? It's only a matter of time.
Hi, Anderson.
Oh, what did I say? Oh, Canuckster of... Is it Dallas? Just because it's a D place? Or what did I say? Dancer?
If you're a lot like me, then you enjoy watching social media content creators. I like a lot.
Okay.
If you thought I was joking, I hope those 3 copyright lawsuits put that to rest. Because every one of you motherfuckers that I said I'm coming for, that I hold responsible, guess what? It's only a matter of time.
Hi, Inner Circle. If you're a lot like me, then you enjoy watching social media content creators. I like a lot of them. I am one sometimes. I'm inspired a lot by what they do. But, oh my god, if influencer isn't the most ironically perfect double-edged sword term for what it is that they do. A lot of these creators do this for money. That's not a surprise, and it's reasonable. I think the reason most of us do our jobs is for money.
The amount of times that this man just hypocrisies all over the place, just like, just spews bile of hypocrisy out from his gullet. It's quite graphic and intense, frankly. So just trigger warning. Oh my goodness. Also, he has nothing else to bring up other than Snark talking points. All of this shit is from Snark. And a lot of it is shit that is debunked from Snark that even, like, Orbiters and Hassan has admitted that, yeah, that's not true. That's dumb as fuck. Like, maybe not, maybe didn't say dumb as fuck. Maybe I'm saying it's dumb as fuck. But some of these have even been completely, like, he's just so misinformed. And also this video is, like, it seems like it was filmed, like, last year. Like, it's just complete, like, the information that he has, none of it is up to date. It's all just, it's pretty much wrong and based in Snark. And he also does the thing that Adam does where he, like, promotes and essentially promotes, and he says, what does he say about Snark? He said, I used to think it was like a group of online bullies, but now I think it's just a group of people that criticize somebody that deserve to be criticized, something like that, something stupid.
But there is a difference between doing it for money and doing it for the money, and there are some times where that distinction is more important to make than others. Today, specifically, I want us to look at the content of public figures disagreeing with each other, and how a certain topical example right now has helped change it.
This guy used to be kind of reasonable, and so we have the next mic from PA, ladies and gentlemen. You can already see the evolution. Look at the hair. It's happening. It's happening slowly. It's taking over him. It's like not cool Venom. It's like incel Venom. Oh no, I don't want to do the incel thing like Casey Tron. I mean, unironically, she calls everybody an incel, and then she has that picture with her and the biggest incel of all time, Mike from PAs. So, I don't know.
From what was once the disagreement of opinions and the
Look at, you could see it. It's happening. It's taking over his entire soul. It's in his eyes. Sorry.
exchange of ideas into a ego-driven smear campaign making immense profit that is threatening people's actual careers. And secondly, my personal goal for this video is to avoid saying anything that could be clipped out of context and used against me in court. And sadly, yes, the two topics are very related. But first, let's...
Bullshit. That's such bullshit. And you'll see, like... Right there. Here you go.
It's Ethan Klein, the dude we've been talking about, the guy who runs the H3 channel, the H3 podcast. It's Ethan Klein. He's known for wearing a lot of beanies in 2016, having an N-word compilation dedicated to him, and Zionism. Within his career online, Ethan went...
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that clip from when he and iDubbbz were together? So you're just gonna completely ignore the fact that that Ian is even the one that started that. I mean, not that it even matters, like they both said it, but you're just gonna completely ignore the fact that Ian was there too. That's crazy and selective and fucking disingenuous as fuck.
was in a similar position where he was being sued for defamation by someone.
Anyway, I got ahead of myself, but I just wanted to show that he's a this is the worst video I've ever seen. Like I'm not joking. It's just so poorly put together. He clearly doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's trying to include Palestine and talking about Palestine in such a way, and it's just disgusting. Like it's just you are missing the mark, brother. It is not it. You're talking about something that it's very important to handle with such care and discretion, and you say that, and then you don't handle it that way. You act like a baby, to be honest, and connect something very serious to YouTube drama bullshit and act like that is the entire thing, that Ethan is just a full-on Zionist, and it's just so crazy. It's just so crazy. It's like you have been living in Snarkland. like literally, like it's just, I know that sounds cringe. I'm like, there's a neighborhood where they all live together. You know how like Mr. Beast bought out a neighborhood? Well, like that cat on Twitter that Ethan's suing, he has his own little neighborhood. It's a trailer park. Mike from PA lives there, and future Mike from PA, Canuckster from
acting to whatever he'd say, claiming it doubled as a slight at himself. Other political content creators around Hassan's orbit would comment on this cycle, leading to H3 focusing in on them as well and labeling them as his opponents, dedicating his content to covering their movements as well. Every time an Israeli attack gave these political creators something new to cover, H3 would use those videos within his own content by reinterpreting their commentary as direct attacks on his personal character towards his previous involvement. Meaning to this day, Israel relentlessly bombs citizens in Palestine, Yemen, Syria, and everywhere else their Holocaust spreads, which means whenever these creators speak out on it, H3 spins it as a continuation of his discourse. What could have been...
We'll slow that down, because holy shit. Not all the way, because he still talks really slow.
Every time an Israeli attack gave these political creators something new to cover, H3 would use those videos within his own content by reinterpreting their commentary as direct attacks on his personal character towards his previous involvement. Meaning to this day, Israel relentlessly bombs citizens in Palestine, Yemen, Syria, and everywhere else their Holocaust spreads.
He took the personal attacks whenever they were personally attacking him and calling him out by name, my guy. Like, what do you mean they took he took their coverage of Palestine as personal attacks? No, he didn't. Whenever Hassan's chat mentioned him, Ethan got upset. You are missing so much context, dude. What are you even talking about? Like, are you just making this up as you go along? Did you do any research, like, at all? Holy cow. I understand this is probably, like, one of the most, like, brain-rotted things to know about, but, like, dude, don't make a video on it then if you don't know about it. Like, that's fine, but don't then just be quiet, because you're not helping the side you want to represent either. You all look like a bunch of idiots every time you've tried to put out anything to discredit any. I mean, I have tried to keep an open mind. This shit is just so bad. Like, it's bad. You look completely incredible. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. And you came in here with extreme hubris and confidence, which is just crazy to me. Because you don't know what you're talking about. And all the other videos, you seem rather, like, humble and like, well, I haven't got all the facts yet. But this one, you are just like, yeah, so... And I think you even say it's like, so I don't know all the details, but... And then you get just as brazen again. Like, it doesn't matter that you are acknowledged to be unaware of the situation, acknowledged by yourself.
which means whenever these creators speak out on it, H3 spins it as a continuation of his discourse. What could have been an isolated incident of two large figures clashing in opinion has become a 2-year timeline of discourse between prominent creators that updates parallel to a modern-day Holocaust. Yes, that's a lot. It could be a topic worth analyzing on its own, and believe me, it has. And it's because of that that I want to do something different, even though the specifics of this discourse are...
No, I don't know if anybody has analyzed it like that. What is this stupid Venn diagram of nonsense? 1. Israel commits a war crime. 2. Politics streamers cover the news. Content is recycled into... Holy crap. That is so disingenuous. It's just so crazy. That's not at all what happened. What happened is that Ethan and Hassan split ways because they had a few... Mostly because Hassan took what Ethan said out of context and to heart about... he started to go down the line of calling him Zionist. He didn't immediately outright start calling him Zionist. It worked its way there. It started with his chat, and then Hassan refusing to moderate that chat that was saying very nasty and mean things about Ethan. And Ethan got very upset about that because in the past, Hassan has asked Asmongold and others to moderate their chats when it comes to talking about Hassan. So... yeah. He doesn't even bring up October 7th. Like once in this whole video. He doesn't bring up what happened between Ethan and Hassan during October 7th. He just doesn't... I mean, you want to drag the Palestinian movement into this YouTube bullshit, and you want to make a genuine cause. You want to attach it to some stupid shit. That's fine, but I mean, it's not fine, but you're doing it anyway. So, sure, I guess. So you're gonna do that, and then you're not even gonna mention anything to do with the actual conflict. He doesn't even talk about like Gaza. He doesn't talk about October 7th. He doesn't talk about anything. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Period. He doesn't even know what he's talking about with the YouTube bullshit drama. He has no idea. That's so crazy. How uneducated could you be? And it's something so dumb. Like, you don't have to be educated on this subject, but you claim to know what you were talking about because you made a whole fucking video about it. This is so stupid.
Isolated incident of two large figures clashing in opinion has become a 2-year timeline of discourse between prominent creators that updates parallel to a modern-day Holocaust.
I am not going to be able to get through this.
Yes, that's a lot. It could be a topic worth analyzing on its own, and believe me, it has. And it's because of that that I want to do something different. Even though the specifics of this discourse are very important, what I'm additionally worried about that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about is how this being the most prominent discourse right now could be inspiring a lot of the people who view discourse content as a profit margin. To be clear, my investment in this discussion has nothing to do with the actual arguments being made. In regards to the actual discourse of the situation itself, I'm not here to attempt to add any nuance or exploration on that because, in my opinion, Hassan is right and H3 is in the wrong. Because their disagreement is on Palestine, I'm not here to put any devil's advocate.
Completely unbiased maximum research, guys. Yeah, I'm just not going to talk about what they're actually arguing about, or anything to do with the actual conflict, or any of the YouTube conflict, or anything of that I'm actually covering. I'm just not going to talk about any of that, because I don't know about it. But... But it doesn't matter, because Nana Boo Boo, the guy I like is right, and the guy you like is wrong. Or Nana Boo... Like, what are you... You're a child. You don't... This makes them look so bad. Why do they keep letting... Hassan, stop this, man. Do you not vet this shit before it comes out? You should. You should, because he posted that he was gonna post this. If you saw that, you should have been like, hey, man, you mind sending me a copy? Just first drafts. Should have done the same thing with the content cop. This is worse. This is so much worse. I think he might have seen the content cop before it came out, so he might not be a good judge.
I'm not here to attempt to add any nuance or exploration on that because, in my opinion, Hassan is right and H3 is in the wrong. Because their disagreement is on Palestine, I'm not here to put any devil's advocate into.
Let's just slap up a picture and not say anything about it. And just say a bunch of nothing over here.
Understanding their approach, because what's happening to Palestine and Gaza is a red line issue for me. I have no interest in attempting to push any sympathy onto anyone who's willing to defend
don't know anything.
Zionism. I'm not
you don't know anything about it. That's fine. I'm glad it's a red light issue. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Genuinely. You don't know what you're talking about, and you shouldn't be talking about it. It really makes me mad when people do this. It's so... Because you're ruining the movement that you claim to care about. You really are. You look like a fucking idiot. Stop. This is an important movement, and when people attach it to this stupid shit, and then they don't, he doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. And when I say stupid shit, I don't mean the stuff between Ethan and Hassan. He doesn't bring that shit up either. He doesn't bring up anything that's happened with the CPS. That's not stupid. That's crazy, and that's harassment. He doesn't bring up anything that's happened to Ethan. When I say like the stupid bullshit, I mostly mean just like attributing the conflict to anything to have like just putting it, dragging it into YouTube anything. Dragging that conflict into conflict on YouTube is just so stupid. And the fact that you're going to do it completely uneducated and have nothing to say other than, well, I just agree with them. I just agree with them because, like, what? Because I like him and he's my best friend. He's my best friend. It's like, what? You're a toddler. You're 4 years old.
Approaching this story with a pro-Hassan stance. I couldn't if I wanted to. I don't know anything about him. And I'm not approaching this willing to defend H3.
Clearly, you don't know. Well, you really love him. Though you don't know anything about what you're talking about, but I think you love this man. I think you love him because you're not an unbiased party. You're not coming off as unbiased, my man.
Because again, I don't know enough about him to do so. What I do know is their positions on this argument, and I know that Israel...
Look at this shit. I don't know enough about them. And then look at this shit, dude. Aha. What?
No interest in attempting to push any sympathy onto anyone who's willing to defend Zionism. I'm not approaching this story with a pro-Hassan stance. I couldn't if I wanted to. I don't know anything about him. And I'm not approaching this willing to defend H3 because, again, I don't know enough about him to do so. What I do know is their positions on this argument, and I know that...
Okay, so let's look at his unbiased things. He doesn't know anything about these guys. He only knows very few things. So let's see the unbiased things that he knows about them, because he is not fans of either of these people and has never... He doesn't even know who's Hassan. Okay. Also, you bring up all the snark talking points from like months and months ago. So it seems like I believe you that you're not necessarily a fan of Hassan necessarily, but you probably have friends in the same circles is probably why you made this. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe even the best of intentions. Maybe you're trying, but this is not good for Palestine. You're not helping anything. So stop.
Israel is the big...
But it seems like he just went to Snark and just backlogged, just scrolled as far as his tiny little fingers could take him. And that was all the research he did for this fucking video. Okay. So let's read. So this is what he knows about Hassan. He knows that Hassan has a house. So why would you... I'm gonna overanalyze the hell out of this. Why would you bring up the Hassan has it like it's so silly and random? No, the fuck it's not actually, because people always talk about how Hassan's house is more lavish than he lets on. That's like a big criticism of him. So you're just gonna be like, I just know that he has a house. Like it's just like he's got a house. It's modest. He's got a house. Like okay, not a mansion, which is what it is, by the way. Okay, so has a mansion. Very buff. pretty good politics. He's so unbiased, guys. Anti-genocide. Podcast with Trisha Paytas. Did Vape Nation? ? Co-owns fashion line. Zionist. That's what he knows about Ethan. This is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. So much for not cussing in videos anymore. I had to watch Kanungster Dingus Stinkin' Dingburger.
Biggest modern threat to human rights in our generation, which tells me enough about who's in the right here. I can't double down on this enough. There is no defense in Israel that is not rooted in bloodlust and cowardice. So I have no interest in playing both sides or trying to find a compromise here. To redefine what is happening as personal drama, I don't even want to come close to doing that here. And because
It's not playing both sides to be like, I support Palestine, but also I think that some of the people representing it can have bad takes at times. Even though they represent the movement, not everything they say is gold. And like, you, just because they're representing a cause that has merit doesn't mean they are fully, like, can't be criticized. They're just absolved of all criticism because there's a genocide going on. That's not how the fuck that works. Also, they're not directly attached to the genocide. They just cover it online. They're not there. To my knowledge, a lot of them, some of them probably are, but a lot of them aren't losing family. In fact, Nux had a friend that he lost with Nux Taku, and I'm not talking about him as I don't, Nux Taku had a friend that he lost in October 7th, I believe, and it's just tragic. It's tragic. I don't even know what side this person was on. Okay, I have no idea whether he was Israeli or he was Palestinian. To my knowledge, he was a civilian, so it's tragic, regardless. And somebody, that person, the cat on Twitter, I forget that guy's name, but he's like, apparently he started the Snarks, and Ethan has subpoenaed for his name in court, and I think is taking him to court, and I hope he does, because he seems like a horrible person. These are the people that Canuckster is defending, by the way. Canuckles. Old Canuckles is at it again.
H3 is doing. I know who I'm against. So yes, when addressing the specific story, I am going to be biased, because it only takes a shred of empathy to understand that H3 is just one of many apathetic colonists who refuse to think outside their own experiences for even a second, wasting our breathable air, living as human beings in favor of this generation's Holocaust. I wanted to make sure that I said that, and you know it, before we continue, but let's take the specific details here and put them to the side just for a second, because if we're going to understand content around creators disagreeing...
I feel like you said something dumb, but if I keep doing this, I will not get through this video, so... Oh, Knuckles.
We have to understand why creators disagreeing can even be content. Content creators on YouTube have been disagreeing and arguing with each other since the very beginning. I know, arguments...
I'm gonna sue. Stole my fucking thing. Creator crash is too close to that, so I'll see you in court. I'll see you in court, Knuckles. It's not. If I feel that way, then Creator Clash could sue me. Hold on, it's unplugged. I'm not being serious, in case anybody was wondering. I'm being serious about this needing to be charged, though. Oh, man. Okay, Okay, we got it. Man, it took embarrassingly long. Way longer than it should have. Okay. Oh, man.
Be too surprised. It was pretty shocking for myself as well. Online platforms like YouTube and, the internet in general, are centered around expressing the user's opinions, even when they're not explicitly stated. Whether the genre of post is social commentary, comedy skits, how-to tutorials, gameplay, politics, music.
Is this an ad? Or, no.
Movie reviews, literally anything. There's an opinion being expressed by the person uploading the work. And opinions, fundamentally, are going to differ from person to person. So disagreement is inevitable, but it is the degree to which, why am I explaining fighting online? We all know it. We see it every.
Why does this seem like an ad? What are you doing? This is stupidly made. You really thought you were doing something with this? This is a dumb edit, and I don't get what you're trying to do here. It just looks random and stupid.
Yeah. But what's important to contextualize...
I understand, like, you're trying to... But I don't understand, like, why you went down that whole thing. That's... My goodness. Now I'm just getting... I'm getting cranky, okay? And I'm sorry. But he's just a lot. Like, he's just a lot in this video. I don't remember... He used to be like, he had some takes that I didn't quite agree with, but he always seemed like a person that would go back and like try to get all the information he could, and but this is just, he doesn't know shit about shit. Like, he has not informed himself in the slightest.
That time changes things. With every passing year, the internet becomes more ingrained with our society, and what is considered standard behavior online evolves alongside with it, for better or for worse. Mostly worse. Whenever anything drama-related tends to start between creators, people tune... Whenever anything even remotely drama-related happens between creators, people tend to stop and tune in, even if they're not...
It's a cute cat. Don't you use your cat to make me like you. I still don't like you. I like your cat.
Familiar with the creators involved, drama is inherently fun to watch. Meaning that because of the inherent entertainment of disagreeing, what might start as a simple argument between two creators might evolve into something drawing in astronomical attention and views, making the creators' fight all the more public. Previous examples of creators beefing used to be just back and forth uploads responding to each other's arguments. Like, I think this, well, I think this. I would say this to this, or I respond to that with this.
Sir. What? So he really thinks that Ethan's just like, so he thinks that, so this is Ethan, in his mind, this is Knuckles thinking. This is Ethan. No, this is Hassan. This is Hassan, okay? Hassan says, free Palestine. Ethan says, fuck you, bitch, don't talk about me. Hassan says, or Denim says, free Palestine. Ethan says, don't steal my copyrighted content, bitch, I'm gonna fucking sue you. Denims and Hassan and Caseytron and Knuckles and iDubbbz and Anissa say, we're just supporters of Palestine and we don't understand why this guy is coming after us.